Hey guys, welcome to the new video of MuleSoft Online Learning. In this video, we will be discussing about the configuration properties, how we can environmentalize the configuration properties so that as we move from one environment to another, that is from your local to the dev environment, dev to QA, QA to prod, how the same set of properties but with different values can be managed as per the environment name. So we will be discussing about that. So let's get started. So I will be opening up my Anypoint Studio. It will take a couple of seconds to load. Let me close this as well. So let me name this project as configuration properties. I will click on finish. So I would like to install the secure property as well within my Anypoint Studio. So I will click on search and exchange, look for secure, and the very first one, the Mule secure configuration, I will add. Click on finish. So you will notice that within secure property there will be no operations available. We will be using that in the configuration page of global elements. Plus apart from this, we need one more plugin. Basically I will tell you what that plugin will do. So within src main resources we will be creating a couple of files, basically the YAML file. So let me name it as local.yaml. I'll click on finish. So what will the format is like var.message, basically the message itself. I will put some space and will write hello world, this is from local. I will close it. I will save it now. Similarly, I will make multiple copies of this particular file. So copy and paste. I will rename local to maybe dev.yaml, maybe qa.yaml, and would also like to add for prod. So prod.yaml, and in order to edit it I will right click, open with. So here you can see the available options are for generic text editor and the text editor. So I need a Mule property editor as well because we are updating the property in here. So let's first make the changes, then I will add it. So instead of local I will put dev, instead of local in prod file I will put prod, and similarly in QA instead of local I will put QA. I will save the entire project. I will go back to the configuration property XML and click on global elements. I will click on create. I will check for the configuration properties, click on OK, and here I will name something like env dot properties. Reason being, all these properties are being All these YAML files are being named environment.yaml, dev.yaml, local.yaml, prod.yaml, and qa.yaml. So just a variation. Instead of YAML, you can also use the property file. There will be only a slight change in the way in which we add the values to a particular key in the property file. So just to tell you about that, uh, in YAML file, it's message colon space, and within the quotes, if it is a string value, then you have to put in quotes. Otherwise, if the same needs to be entered in property file, so how it will look like, it will be something like this: message equals to, and then you have to write the entire string, and that's it. But since we are going with the YAML file, so I will stick to this particular pattern. So you have just noticed it, like I have mentioned env.yaml, but env is a global property, so we need to create a global property. We'll click on create and we'll search for global property. Click on OK. I will name this as env, and the value could be local. This is for the time being. I will click on OK. I will save the project now, and I will go to the message flow. So I will click on HTTP and drag and drop a listener over here, and maybe a transform message should be good. Along with that, better to have a logger as well. Okay, so let's quickly configure this particular flow. For connector configurator, I will click on plus, and I will go with default condition test connection. It should be okay. Okay, I will click on okay, and we'll put something here like properties. I will go on the transform message. We'll remove the Java part. We'll put it as a JSON. We'll put a something relevant like configured property message. We will put something like message. So what this P will do, P will read the respective property file, and it will pick up the value of message out of it. So this is what it will going to do. So in order to run it, we have to configure some couple of things. I will go to run configuration. I will select the Mule project, and we'll go to the arguments. Here, if you have noticed, I have put down the -dnv equals to local. So it will mean it will pick up the local file while during the execution of it. I will click on run, and in parallel I will open the Postman as well. So this is the 8081 properties. We'll wait for a couple of seconds for this application to load. So this is deployed now. I will click on send. So this is the response, hello world. This is from local. So I will quickly change the configuration from environment argument from env to, let's say, prod, this particular prod. Okay, I will apply. I will run it again. Yes, run a new instance. It will take a couple of seconds just to load it. So this is deployed, and let's quickly hit the Postman. So this is from prod, so it means depending on the env global property, the specific YAML files are being picked up. There is one more important thing about the YAML file or the property file. Apart from reading from the property file using p and the message, it can also be used to put some of the crucial information, let's say the configuration parameters. So in our case, within HTTP, the port is 8081. So let me try to do something. I will go to local YAML file, and here I will put http dot port space 8081. I will save this thing and copy paste the same in all other files as well. I will save the all the files. I will go back to the configuration properties, HTTP listener, and instead of 8081, what I will do, I will put dollar http dot port, and let's try to hit the test connection. Let's see. So now it is showing me the error. It will say like env cannot be found. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what I will do, since this is being governed with one of these local files, so we cannot test from here. We have to run this particular flow and then only it will run. So I will stop the project and I will run it again. It will take some couple of seconds to load, but it is showing it is filled. So guys, there is a small change. We have to put this in quotes. I will quickly do the changes in all of my files. One quick thing to observe, after message colon I have put a particular space, similarly here as well. So this is mandatory to keep, otherwise it will throw an error. I will clear the console and will right click and go for run again. It should take a couple of seconds to load, I think. So this time it's perfectly fine, it is deployed. I will go on the postman, I will hit once again. So this time again 8081, even I have configured from the property file, here you can see, but I am able to transform it correctly. Here it will show error because it shows it is already being in use. So let me try to check this once again. So here you can see the test connection is successful. Okay, so we are good with our configuration file as per the different environments. It is going to read it properly. So apart from this, I would also like to touch base on security properties, like how we can secure a uh, particular um, particular field within a YAML file. So for that I need to change some couple of things. I will quickly go to the message flow, will check secret properties is there. I will go to the global elements and I will go and create, look for secure properties. Here we need to specify the YAML file. So dollar, and we will follow the same pattern, env dot YAML file. The key is something like again I need to pick from our global property placeholder. So Likewise, we have specified env, we are going to specify key as well. Algorithm, I will go with Blowfish. And CBC default, there is a reason like why I am not going with AS default, because AS default will demand like the key should be minimum of a particular length, like I think 16 characters, but I want it to be a simpler one, so that's why I have selected Blowfish. Okay, so I will click on OK now. Apart from that, as I mentioned, we need to create the global property named as key. So let's punch in key over here. I will mention the value as MuleSoft. So with MuleSoft as the secret key, it is going to encrypt the respective values. So how to use that? If you right click over here, open with, you will not see the Mule property play editor. So in order to enable that, we have to install a plugin. We have to click on install new software, and this particular security coming from the Amazon AWS site, I will click over here. I will select all, or instead of select all, I will pick up the Mule Studio property file editor. I will click on next. I click on next. I will accept the license agreement. Click finish. So you can see over here it is now installing the software. It will take some couple of seconds to load. Install anyway. This is a certificate warning, but we should be good. It is asking me to restart the Anypoint Studio, so I will restart it now. So it's loading once again. I will click on launch. Uh, so so hey guys, like after installing the plugin, let's quickly check how it look like. So if you click on any of the YAML file, it should give us the option of Mule property editor. I will click over here, and you can see like this is the original message. So if you click on encrypt, it is going to encrypt like this. I will click on OK. Let me show you how to encrypt it. So just to take an example, uh, I am going to put a new file altogether, and what should be the name? Let's put it as a stage.yaml file. Click on finish. I will stop this guy, clear it up, and here I will like to copy paste some of the stuff directly. Control C. I will go over here to go to the text editor, maybe copy. Since this is a YAML file, I will go like this, remove it. Hello world, this is from stage. Okay, so if you right click on this guy and go with property editor, let me save it once, and if you right click and go with the property editor, it should open. Why it is not opening? Yeah, so just double click on this, click on encrypt. It will ask for algorithm, go with Blowfish and put MuleSoft. Click on OK. Okay, I will save this guy, and we'll quickly check the rest of the fields. So let's see how it goes. Okay, we'll like to put some space along with quotes just to decorate it. Nothing fancy. doing the save. Go to the configuration page. We'll go to the run configuration. Would like to change something over here. Instead of prod, let's go with stage this time. Maybe apply. I will close it. Let's run. It will take couple of seconds to load. So it failed. Let me quickly check from which file it is taking up. Starting with lb30 something. So yes, this file is the main culprit. We need to change something over here. I will save this file. I will clear it up. Go to the configuration file once again, right click, go for run configuration. It will take couple of seconds to load. Yes, we are pretty much good, and let's hit the stage environment from our regular. Yes, so this is coming from the stage, as you can see. We'll go to the stage. We'll remove this one and this one as well. I will save this file, clean it up. We'll try to run it once again. Go to the configuration, right click, run project. It will take some time to load. Okay, it failed somehow. Let's quickly check what it is all about. It says invalid tag. So you got the point, right? We have removed the quotes and it error out. So better to put the quotes. That's what I'm trying to show you. Okay, and apart from this, let's stop this guy, clear it up, and go to the run config maybe, and let's do some more changes. So instead of stage, I would like to put local, local. Click apply, run directly. It will take some time to load. So yep, it's deployed. Let's run it. So this is coming from the local. Yep, it's running fine. So I hope with this particular video uh, you are able to understand what are the different secure properties and how to environmentalize the different YAML properties, basically how we can put according to our environments, and you can explore on your own further from this particular hands-on session. Thanks for joining, and stay tuned for the next set of upcoming videos. Thank you.